Super difficult to keep as much slipstream as you'd want through here, as you're weaving around so much as the leader, but Sorensen chases himself to the inside. Oh, and Castro's going to try and take the inside anyway. A super tight line taken by Sorensen. It's a really tight hairpin from there, and Castro's going to go underneath him and take the place on the last lap of the race. Andre Castro looks like he's going to win again here in the iRacing Radical Esports Cup. It's not over just yet, because Sorensen's going to come back outside in time for turn 8. Andre Castro forced onto the defensive. Does Sorensen go round off for the cutback? In fact, he's alongside, outside for turn 10. No, he's not going to go round there. Here he comes through the final turn. Championship leader Andre Castro wins again in the iRacing Radical Esports Cup. And he's done all right, actually, through those couple of corners there at 11 and 12. Again, flashing his lights at the lap car. He does not want that car to play a role at all here, as Castro gets into the slipstream now, and he picks his side. In fact, he's going to have it chosen for him by Peggy Caruso, who goes to the right. Can he brake late on the outside and defend this position, maybe? Oh, very late on the brakes. Can he just force Andre Castro out? He can. And Caruso looks like he's going to win this race from here. He's only got 2 attempts, though. He's got to defend into the final turns. He's got to get a good run, and he's wide. He's wide, and Castro's going to get a good run here. He's going to beat right side. Oh, he's off. He's trying to get such a good run. He's off the circuit here, off into the grass, and he's lawn mowing out there while Peggy Caruso comes through, and he takes the race win here at the Virginia International Raceway.
And Barry's going to breathe the throttle a little bit here. You know that he loves that 1/10 gap he's looking at, and shows his nose a little bit to remind Christoph that he's still there. Maybe compromise Christoph. And goes down the inside of Lamont. That is something you never see. James Barry, and look at that face. He's concentrating. He is frosty, holding P1, and he's going to be in a lip sandwich right now. Sunset bend. Barry will tiptoe through the 2 lips. Who is going to get the win here? That is Sebastian on the inside. Contact. And Christoph will go the long way around, avoiding the 2 slow cars ahead of him. And it looks like Christoph is going to take the checker. Holy cow, what a finish.
Is this run good enough from John Bonnefoy? He's not been that close in the past. He's been hovering 3 and 4 tenths behind. Is that close enough here on the way towards turn 5, or is he going to have to lead this very late? Bono Diaz goes to the inside. He's now going to have to go around the outside, the Genesis driver. Diaz brakes really late on the inside line. Can Bonnefoy get an exit maybe? He can't. Diaz defends again. Bonnefoy's going to have a look, but no. Bono Diaz leads going into the middle sector. It's one of his best runs to Bonnefoy, but is it enough here? Diaz is raving all over the place here. He's costing himself time in doing so, but he's got to do it to go on the defensive here. Bonnefoy's going to go on the outside line into what's Canada corner, and he can't go there. Diaz was never going to give him the room on the outside, and surely this is a successful defense now for Bono Diaz, who got so close to race victory at the expense of Brian Odo at the Nordschleife 3 weeks ago. He's going to go out here, Road America, and win, and John Bonnefoy's gone off on his own here. They're both going to get a podium down the bottom of your screen. Oh my word, Sanders gets through just in behind Diaz. Bono Diaz wins at Road America with Graham Sanders. Is he going to hang on to second? Oh, it's almost a dead heat. Who's going to take the second place? It's Sanders.
Barry going defensive here. He's going to try to cover the inside to turn 3. Lip is taking a peek there. Barry has to take the long way around there now, side by side, heading down the hill into turn 4. And no, Lip. Barry gets a better drive out of that corner. Lip has to tuck down inside. Barry once again here will cover the inside of this difficult downhill corner and force Lip to take the long way around. And man, I remember this race last time we covered this track together. There was massive action right here, and we're seeing it happen again. It is Barry side by side with Lip going through this difficult section. A little kiss of kitty litter, and time running out for Lip. He will have one more opportunity. That turn 10 coming onto the front straight, but running out of time quickly. Look at that gap dropping as they head down into turn number 9. They'll be side by side. Lip has a bit of an edge here. Can he do something? Will Barry be able to stick it inside of turn 10? And oh my goodness, Lip makes it happen around the outside, turn 9 and 10, and that is a photo finish. But Sebastian Lip, what car control.
And Castro slowing down here on the front straight. He wants Friedrich past him. Look at the cat and mouse games going on here. And Friedrich bites. Friedrich doesn't want to wait in behind Castro any longer. Oh, and he goes off completely through turn one. What is going on here between these two? They're playing a massive game of cat and mouse here. Castro goes back in front of him. They've lost a second and a half of their lead already. And Friedrich's going to have to come through on the last lap to take this win away from Andre Castro. Here he comes, outside line. The cat and mouse games haven't worked for the leader. Friedrich's still in front of him. He's got his nose ahead. Castro's still alongside, but no. Friedrich's in front, and he has the lead of this race with just a few corners to go before the finish. There's chances in this final sector, and Castro's making a chance there down the inside almost. That was a look at turn 8. Turn 9 is a more difficult one, and he's nowhere near as close this time either. You'd have to watch out at the final turn as well if you're Friedrich here, but I don't think Castro's close enough. Oh, he's nearly spun it out. Oh my word, he nearly spun out completely here. And Peter Ivany is going to be close to taking over. That's second place now. He's got the momentum through the penultimate corner. He might have a dive at the final turn. No, he won't quite. Andres Friedrich is going to win for the first time in one of our broadcasted races in this season of the Radical Esports Cup. And Castro will just get home in second. What a last lap that was.
Here we go then. What we've been waiting for the past 45 minutes is finally happening. All of them nearly crashing into one another, going into La Source. And Leliva is the one in the lead of the race at the moment. Is that going to be the best choice? Probably not from what we've seen so far here today. Bjorklund now gaining like a shark from Jaws. Barry and Lip also gaining. This could potentially be 5 wide as we head onto the Kemmel Straight. They're all fighting one another, some on the grass. Friedrich choosing the alternative route. We're going nearly 5 wide, heading into the Lecombe chicane. Bit of contact there from Christoph Lip. It's more contact there as the Leve somehow ended up keeping the lead of this race as we head into their Lecombe chicane. Now exiting towards Brussels we go. Bjorklund in second place, Barry in third. Is it going to be Bjorklund? I honestly think it could be the front two if they keep it clean. Bjorklund choosing to go for the move into Blanchimont. They need to keep it clean. Leve hanging it round the outside. Don't forget about James Barry and Christoph Lip. Into the final corner we go. Lelive just hasn't managed to get it stopped as he wanted, but gets a very good mid-corner. It looks like Lelive has got a good exit. It's going to be Dorian Lelive taking the race victory, an amateur driver for the first time this season.
Christoph Lip is close, and he's closing into the final chicane. This is the penultimate lap, and Gullickson seeing the pressure get to him here. He's not protected the inside line. He's going for the inside of the final part. Christoph Lip backs away so that he can get the inside to turn 1. White flags in the air. There's going to be a grandstand finish here in Charlotte. And, oh, he's got it. Christoph Lip down the inside. Has he stolen it away right on the very last lap here? Lip does go wide there, coming onto the back straight. And there's going to be another chance here after the mistake at turn 8. This is where Gullickson took the lead last time. And he's on the outside into the back straight chicane. He gets the inside for the second pot. They've got to leave each other room. There's a wall on the outside. They hit each other. And Lip's got the exit here. Gullickson's not far away. He might well give it a send to give this one last go into the final chicane. Lip defends the inside. There's contact. There's ball here in towards the chicane. He's going to go deep. Here's Christoph Lip. Will Gullickson get the exit into the run to the line? No, he won't. An extraordinary finish at Charlotte. But Christoph Lip hangs on for yet another victory this season.
Castro is going to sticks it in. Odo's going to have the inside line though into 2 as he did with James Barry. Manages to hold him off, but Castro, we've seen him stick his nose into some of these slow hairpins. There's another one right up here, and we'll see if Castro fancies his chances here into turn 4. Try to chase the outside. Odo not expecting that, and what is going to happen here? Can he beat him to the exit of turn 4? Oh, not quite, but what a fight unfolding here, Ron. Oh my goodness.
Oh, and they're still side by side heading into 6. Castro now has that inside line. Is he going to give Odo the hip check? They're still going to be side by side. They're keeping it clean for now, but heading through the fastest corners on this racetrack. They are playing with fire right now. Odo on that inside line. Now he's going to be stuck on the outside yet again, heading through the long uphill corner of turn number 10. They're being and banging doors, coming over the hill for the final time, careening their way into the hairpin at turn number 10. Odo's going to have that inside line. Castro stuck on the outside, and look at Friedrich trying to pick up the pieces. They're going to be side by side coming out of the final corner possibly, but Odo is going to be leading them, and look at the snap from Castro. He's not going to get done.
Wow, Castro has just beat that car to death for 18 laps, almost the last quarter. You see him get a little wiggle there. That is going to cost him P2 after an epic drive.
Can you believe it? The leader, long-time leader, Lucas Rice has spun at the final corner here, and suddenly the battle for the race leads on. Here on the penultimate lap, this is extraordinary stuff as Lucas Rice spins not only out of the race lead, but also out of a podium place as well. James Barry can see the glory up ahead of him now as he challenges Rafa Blanco. There's all sorts of defending as well. Just before Island Bend, is he going to go around the outside through here, this left-hander? It'd be spectacular if he could, side by side. Oh my word, in towards turn 5, he might have this, and he does. James Barry, he gets the lead on this penultimate lap of the race, and there's so nearly contact. Rafa Blanco's going to challenge him again, coming on the way down towards Knickerbrook. There's a lap car as well in the way. What are they going to do? How are they going to get out of the way of this one? They're going to be 3 wide. Oh goodness me, down the back straight, it's a big squeeze down there in towards Knickerbrook. Blanco on the outside, surely he can't win that bleed back through there. No, he can't. Barry just went wide as well. Rice seemed to be distracted by the lap car there, and he clipped the grass on the way towards the final corner. And James Barry now distracts himself, and he gets passed by Blanco. Blanco leads through turn 1. Now Barry's only got 1 lap to try and get this lead back again now. It is absolutely going to make or break the result here. Oh, Blanco defends, and there's contact. There was all... These two at each other's throats now on the way towards Knickerbrook. It's Barry on the outside line. Is he going to get the space here? He won't. And he's going to have to do it somewhere special here in the final couple of corners. There's still draft to be had, though. Don't forget. In towards Druids, maybe. Not here. Is there going to be any space at the final corner, maybe, for James Barry? He's got a better line. Blanco goes a bit wide. Barry's going to have a chance here, inside or outside. He might not have much choice. It's outside, in towards the final turn. It's going to be absolutely door-to-door to the line, but no. Rafa Blanco holds on the inside line and somehow wins this race here at Alton Park.